you guys on the tour to Nice, Cannes and Monaco. Now it's a little bit too early, but here I'm in Nice and there is a beautiful flower market. And why is there a flower market? Well, Nice's nickname is also Queen of Flowers because, you know, this is sort of like it used to be a winter haven for the Russians, the British, a long time ago, but now it's just comes alive like in spring, summer. I know it's kind of cold right now, but apparently it really does get hot here. It's only, I guess, with climate change that everything has just become so volatile in terms of the weather. But guys, just look at all these flowers. It's just so lovely. In the Philippines, you can only go to Anglais to get this. Asked me, I think on Facebook, if I plan my outfits whenever I travel. I do. Especially when I know like I'm coming here where, you know, it's very, not tropical, but you know, I've come to Cannes before and I came in Mage for the Cannes Film Festival. I'll tell you guys about that later. But yeah, you know, but today it's like, it's supposed to be thunderstorming in a few hours. So it's so sad. I'm like wearing black and all these things. But anyway, I'm just so glad it's not raining now. So I learned a couple of things today, like the flags that you see at the top. So that's a French flag, the European Union flag, and then the other flag that has the eagle, which has the Roman, it's a sign of the Roman Empire. That's the local Nice flag. And then I wish I could show you guys, but here in Nice, you're also going to see that you know that you're in the old part of town, that when there's a street name, there's one in French, and then one below is their local dialect. So I've crossed the street. That was the flower market, and this of course is the beach. You see it and everywhere in the photos. It's just so lovely. Now this is the trying to catch my breath. So all the way up there is the British Promenade. So like I told you, the British, the Russians, a lot of these high aristocracy from back in the day, they love to vacation here because the winter isn't very cold. There's really such great weather here. It's not too cold in the winter and not too hot in the summer. And this is where they would come. And then over here in the newer part is the American Promenade, or like the American something. I believe somewhere in this part there's even a baby statue to honor that. What's her name again? Statue of Liberty. Okay, now behind me, that is the flower market. Now, all the way in the very back, I wish I could go all the way there, but I don't have time. There's a yellow building there, and this is actually where Matisse's painting studio, like Matisse, like the artist. A lot of artists would really love to come here to Nice because the weather here is just so perfect. And sometimes when it comes to certain weather, there are just some colors that really come out, and those are the colors that the painters really wanted to grasp and capture. So Picasso and all those artists would come here just to get those perfect colors and capture those colors that only nature can offer here in Nice. Okay, so if you take a drive up to Nice, really beautiful, all the way to the top, you're gonna get to this amazing viewpoint, and that archipelago right there, it's called Cap Ferrat. It is the most expensive piece of property that you can live in the world. In fact, there was property that was sold there for $1 billion. What? I didn't know that would get into the news. I told everybody not to tell. Apparently, so the scene, I think, I haven't watched 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, people, I'm one of them. And apparently there was a scene here, I think it was their wedding, it was shot here. Now, apart from that, here in the back, you see this is a fortress. So, of course, when you are by water, you are in Europe, or in most countries, especially powerful ones, you'll usually need a fortress when you're by the water because you're prone to attacks from the invaders. And at that time, when the Turks invaded them in like centuries and centuries ago, they decided to build this because, for obvious reasons, and ironically enough, nobody attacked them ever since then. Hi, Obama!
He's the president at home.
So a lot of people like to come here to run, to exercise, and why wouldn't they? There's like a trail, and it's really, really pretty. And then I thought that there was someone here who died. I thought she was drunk, but no, she's just really happy. I think she's just chilling. This is Elton John's property. Access to it. Yes. So this is my view, and from afar you can actually see it's like little houses on the hill, and apparently the population of Ez is 21. Boss. So tiny. It's a bit of a trek up, but you just go all around the street, you just follow the road, and right there they just entered, like, there's only 2 5-star hotels here, and with a population of 21, it's hard to get lost. So you have to be amazingly agile to get here because everything's like stairs. Imagine how people here who live here, who have to bring up like luggages or groceries or whatnot. It kind of reminds me of Croatia, because Croatia is also so filled with so many stairs. Okay, so you see this thing here right in the back? So speaking of this guy right here, champion, boss man, bringing down that luggage, amazing. Going back. So where do people park their cars back then? Well, it was donkeys back then, and that is where they put the rope to keep the donkey in place. Okay, now I'm gonna be going up the stairs. It's a bit of a trek, but there's so many little winding little streets and corner shops. Like, how could you not go? So just a word of warning: if you're gonna be coming here, you know, it's not really wheelchair accessible, or even with a cane. Perhaps with a cane if you're able to power through. But yeah, it's all stairs, it's all incline. There's some parts that are paved, like you can see here, but most of it is really all stone. It's great exercise, especially when the weather is super nice like this. Not too hot, not too cold. So bad. We're back right where we started. As Robin said, it's really easy. One whole circle, you're done. So that was nice. We just caught it right on time. We saw the change of the guards. I'm here in Monaco. City of Monaco, if you guys can believe, it's only 2 square kilometers big, but all over the world it is huge, at least the name and the reputation that is. He kind of looks like a monk, doesn't he? Well, his name is, gotta get this right, Francois Grimaldi. Okay, so this guy, he was also called Malicia from the word malice, which means sly and cunning. So on January 8, 1297, I believe, so Monaco has this nickname, it's called the Rock. Okay, because you can see it actually looks like a rock. And on that rock is a fortress, a Genoan fortress. So he wanted to try and take over it. So what did he do? He dressed up as a monk, and then he knocked on the door of the security. Of course, I'm making this really simple. And then obviously they trusted him, because how can you say no to a monk? And then basically he screwed him over, and he was the very first guy that actually ruled over Monaco. And there you go. I don't want to be talking while there's all these people. So you see that thing in the back? So they're actually starting to build already the Monaco Grand Prix. That's the racetrack. Apparently it takes 2 months to set up. And for 4 straight days, the city of Monaco is shut down. Because if you actually see it on TV, I don't even follow sports, but even I know this, is that the roads and the actual city are used as the racetrack. So now, what am I looking at? Part of the tour that you can do while walking here around Monaco is to go to the Cathedral of Monaco. Now here it is where, if you millennials are watching this, and just in case you hadn't heard of Princess Grace Kelly, well, back in the day she was a beautiful, beautiful, actually her name suits her, Grace. She was so graceful, she was just so elegant. She was a Hollywood actress, and she had fallen in love, or rather Prince had fallen in love with her, Prince Rainier III, and this is where they got married. Anyway, she was just really just lovely and beautiful. Now a lot of the princes and princesses are actually buried in there, including her. Now here's a little fun fact for you. Now Grace Kelly, as we know in Hollywood, not even just Hollywood, but in the movie industry, a lot of us, we usually have screen names. Now her name was actually not Grace Kelly, it was Grace Patricia. So when you actually see it here on her site, I'm not really sure how to say it, but it means Grace Patricia. There behind me is an oceanarium. I think that's what it is, because you know they show like all the marine life and all that, but more interestingly enough, you know the song of the Beatles, The Yellow Submarine? It's right there. I believe this is the actual one used in the video. Kind of cool. Do you remember the song? I had to refresh my memory. Alright, so we've made like one really nice circle. We got to see the changing of the guards in the Royal Palace. We got to see the burial site of Princess Kelly and Prince Rainier. Got to have a nice walk, take some good photos. But here, at the end of the journey, is Chocolaterie de Monaco. It seems that everybody's having some chocolate, so are we. I don't remember the last time I had hot chocolate. But instead of buying chocolate, I think I would just rather drink it so it's not heavy on the luggage. Maybe a little bit heavy on the tummy, but just this once. Okay guys, just a little trivia for you. So I'm actually sitting at the table exactly where Prince Albert was seated. So it's the first table right when you enter. Oh, I feel like royalty. Okay, so you must be thinking, like, how did Monaco ever come to be? Like, why is it so rich? Why is it like prime property? Why is it like all the stars are here and so on and so forth? Well, in 1860, just imagine, before that, Monaco actually used to be much bigger. I didn't even know that. And then I don't know how it became smaller, but it became like two kilometers square, 2 square kilometers. And then Napoleon Bonaparte, do you guys remember him, the short guy on the horse? Anyway, him, he decided that, you know, what are we gonna do with this concentrated piece of land? We gotta find ways to like to get the tourists to come here. So they decided, since they can't really do agriculture because you would require like a massive piece of land or any other industry, they decided to get into something smart, the gaming industry, and hence the Monaco or the Monte Carlo casino was born. So then the back is the Hotel de Prix, which is right across the casino. Hotel de Prix, it was so random because my sister said, yeah, Selena Gomez had a movie there. Really? How did she know this? Well, one of the sights to see here as well are, of course, the cars. There's a lot of sports cars, fancy shops, and of course, that's why all the tourists love to come here, see what's happening. And I'm inside the casino. Really, really beautiful. You know, in the past when I came here ages ago, even my sister, they were so strict. You can't even enter the door unless you're in a really nice dress, not rubber shoes, just really nice. You have to look impeccable as if you're going to a gala night or something. And now, of course, with the height of tourism and tourists from all over the world, and you know, everything's more super cash, so now there's a lot of people in the lobby, but to get to the casino itself, still very, very strict. Unfortunately, we cannot go in no matter how fancily dressed we are because we don't have our physical passports. It's not enough to have a copy of your passport, but you need the actual passport that they're going to scan, of course, for security purposes, because what if, for example, you've been banned or you shouldn't be here or whatnot and so forth, so they're very strict with that. But at least we got to see the lobby, which is usually very exclusive even in the past. So many nice everything. There are no cute guys except that guy who went inside a Ferrari. He had some wispy hair. Yeah. I remember when I came here, I mean, there were more fancy cars back then. And there were even some cars that I'd never seen in my whole life. But of course not to say that they're not fancy, but there's I mean, you'll find, I could have sworn I saw a Toyota here. So I saw a very normal car. But yeah, but back then it was cars I'd never seen. It was just like this insane, like, yeah. Alrighty guys, here's a little bit of information for you. Now, when you come to Cannes, you would actually think that people come here for the Lux life, the beach, and people do come here for that. But the history of it, the main road of Cannes is called the La Croisette. So La Croisette means little cross, because croix in French is cross and Croisette is kind of like cute, little cross. So that cross that you saw right there is actually the cross that represents La Croisette. Now, from the cross, from this water all the way up to there, this is the shortest distance from here to that island. That island is called Saint Honorat. Now, Saint Honorat, there are it's a monastery, and there are a couple of monks there. And here, pilgrims would come, and they would actually leave flowers by the cross. And then what they would do, as they were leaving, they would take a boat all the way to that island. Isn't that amazing? Now, apparently these days, there's even a competition where you can swim from here all the way till there. No, thank you. But here we were thinking that when we were coming to Cannes, that we were taking a detour from our religious pilgrimage, coming all the way from Rome to Portugal to Spain and now to France, and then we're thinking, oh, we'll just drop by here since we're in the area anyway. But look, now we can justify that the part of the religious pilgrimage, now you know, La Croisette is a cross. Yeah. So our hotel, Le Majestic, a part of how they actually try and market the hotel is trying to let you know who are some of the celebrities who've actually stayed here. So on our floor, and I'm sure this goes for all the floors, there are photos on walls on the left and want to show you just some of the celebrities who stayed here through the many, many years. Because it's not only the main festival in May that we know about, there's also the festival for everything, for technology, for real estate, they have everything. In fact, the girl who brought us to our room even said, oh, you know, Giselle Bundchen was just here a couple of days ago. Isn't that amazing? Can you imagine? Hello. Imagine just like bumping into her when you walk by. It's like, hi, hello. Can I die right now? Okay, here we go. Oh, I have so many keys from like different hotels. I don't even know anymore. Here we go. Here is the room. So this is my room. Come on over. Well, that other side is the connecting room. That's my mom's room, but she wants to sleep with my sister. So this is my whole room to myself. And then tomorrow, I can't wait to show you, because this is my balcony. I have like a seating area, and I hope that it's going to be a sunny day so that you guys could see the Croisette. And we are literally stone's throw away from the Festival de Cannes. Ah. And then my room is for two, so there are two closets. One on this side and one on the other side. And besides, if a lot of celebrities have stayed here, they can't do the one small closet, can they? Exactly. Even when they travel, they gotta travel big and in style. And then this is the bathroom. Look at my fruit platter. For the price you're paying, it better look pretty. And I got their house specialty. This is called vegetable tamagoyaki. So it's like a sushi roll, but egg. It's like an egg roll. I'm trying to look fancy, but not really. I think I'm just trying to make the most out of this experience. This doesn't happen every day, people. And if you guys think I'm here trying to show off, no, I realize that not a lot of people get to experience these things. Even I don't get to experience these things all the time, which is contrary to what people think. So I'm very grateful for experiences like this, and I'm showing you guys that, you know, I hope that you guys can experience these things through my eyes. This is called hotel room life. Okay. I will be staying along the Croisette. It's just amazing. It's just so amazing. And in peak season too, where there's a festival that's happening, I'm so grateful for this experience. So grateful. Now there are so many banners or posters of the movies and the films outside each hotel. Now from my understanding, and at least from my experience, I would understand that they are the partner hotels of those shows. So that would mean the people who are starring those movies and those films are actually staying in those hotels. So every time, I'm sure a different actress, let's say Angelina Jolie, has stayed in several different hotels, and all from Cannes, depending on what film she's at. Like I remember when I was staying in the Le Martinez, there were so many banners of L'Oreal. So that would mean that L'Oreal brand ambassadors actually stay there. And even true enough, in this day on Instagram, you see all these different brand ambassadors, all these influencers from different parts of the world. They're actually staying in the Le Martinez, and what are they doing? Promoting on their Instagram L'Oreal products. So I completely forgot to tell you guys that Monaco is actually its own country. That thing is so small, just like Switzerland, just like Singapore, super, super small. So how exactly did that happen? Okay, so imagine that Monaco, that tiny thing that it is, that country that it is actually in between Italy and France. And then when Napoleon Bonaparte came up to Monaco and said, look, I'm gonna have to fight you anyway. I need you, in fact. So what you do is you gotta choose between Italy or me. If you go with Italy, I'm gonna fight you, no matter what. But if you come with me, I'm gonna let you do your own thing. You just gotta promise your alliance with me, and we're gonna keep the peace. What do you say? How could you say no to that? And that's exactly what Monaco did. And France actually has been protecting Monaco all this time. And they have a peaceful alliance. That's how you do it. Hey guys, so if you recall, I'm still here in Cannes, and if you recall, I told you that I was going to tell you about my experience in Cannes. People have always asked me, Bianca, why haven't you ever joined like a beauty pageant like in the past? And people don't know, I don't really share this with anybody, but I actually did. It was a very exclusive, very intimate beauty pageant of sorts. It was more like a high society type of thing. And it was just a few people in the room, a few meaning around maybe 30 people in the room who were part of the audience and part of this deciding committee. And there were just a few of us contestants. I think we were around 8 or 10. And the prize to win was actually to come here to the Cannes Film Festival and to walk down the red carpet and watch a film and have the whole experience. And this was called the Miss Mouton Cadet. And at that time, I never wanted to join one. A friend just asked me, Tim Yapid asked me, Bianca, do you want to represent, to come and compete, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, I did. By the grace of God, how did that happen? I won. And we actually came here, and it was one of the most grandest experiences of my life. How I wish at that time that we could get photos from the red carpet. As I'm filming this, I'm hoping to get that one photo that we had on the red carpet. It was such a long time ago. And it was all grand. It was all lovely, and it was quite intimidating, but it was nice. We stayed at the Hotel Martinez, and I remember that I had met Penelope Cruz. She was in the elevator. We were in the same elevator together. And if you guys know European elevators, they're quite fucking small. And then the same hotel, I was with Vincent Cassel, with Claudia Schiffer, with Monica Bellucci. And then when we were walking down the street that night, I had bumped into Chloe Sevigny, and then Naomi Campbell was throwing a party. And then we went to some club, and I met Mario Van Peebles and all these other actors and actresses. And it was just really, really surreal. I remember I was wearing a Randy Ortiz fuchsia gown, and it was lovely. Anyway, what do I mean by simple? Well, after about 3 days, 2 nights of staying here, we had even gone to Grasse to see how perfume is made. We had just done all the really nice things, even took a day trip, I think, to Monaco and so on and so forth. I was on my way home. I was all alone. We decided all to split ways, and I was just sitting there all by myself, and there was this guy. He was in crutches, and he had a cast on his leg. And then we just started talking. We were literally just the 2 people in that gate. It was just a small gate. And then I just asked him what happened to him, and he said he was partying the night before. Super fun night, had too much to drink. He had slipped on a sidewalk and he injured himself. Too much fun for one night. And then after that, we just started talking. I don't remember what we talked about anymore, but I do remember his name. His name was Fernando Gamara. He was from Detroit, and I believe he wanted to be, or he was a doctor. And I think we were just at the same age. This was I can't remember what year this is, maybe 2008? I can't remember, but it was just it was such a very simple, random, heartfelt conversation. And it was so memorable because, you know, with parties like this, with events like this, and the job that I do, and even with you, when you go to parties, it's kind of hard to make meaningful conversations when everything is moving so fast. There's so much, a lot of small talk. There's so much, a lot of like being polite and all that, because you don't really know who you're talking to. You don't know who to trust, and so on and so forth. So I guess the moral of the story is, yes, it's very nice to have Cinderella experiences. Yes, it's very nice to have all these once-in-a-lifetime dream come true experiences. Yes, very true. And if you want to aspire for it, go ahead, because I believe everybody's entitled to have that one time, one night only for them. But it's not to say that sometimes some of the most meaningful experiences ever are the ones that you have like right beside you. And now in this digital age where we rely on our phones hoping to have meaning, hoping to have connections, notifications, validations, it's just losing it. We're losing that touch, we're losing that connection. So I guess that was it. That was my lovely story of Cannes. From the glamour, to the glitz, to the parties, to something so simple and so memorable.